All right, everybody, welcome and thank you for coming for the second episode of the live podcast, Estative Talks. So Estative Talks is a weekly live podcast, a studio live podcast, presented by Estative Network. Estative Network is the UAE leading marketplace for brokers and developers. We would like to thank Estative for presenting this nice initiative that is aiming to educate and communicate with the real estate agents about the upcoming investment trends, projects, how to deal with these projects, and we are going to be also providing some workshops for the real estate agents. I would like to present Mr. Mahmoud Al-Tamimi, the COO of Estative Network, to hear a word from him about Estative. Please, Mr. Mahmoud.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mahmoud Al-Tamimi, COO of Estative. First, I'd like to welcome our speakers, Dr. Salwa, Engineer Amr, and thank you for all the valuable insight you brought us today. And of course, a big welcome to all of you here with us today. At Estative, we have a clear mission, is to connect developers and brokers in a smarter and faster and more transparent way. If you allow me, we're gonna show a short video that present and highlight what Estative is all about.
In real estate, success is all about the right connection, the right broker, the right developer, the right project. And that's exactly what Estative delivers. What Estative is the all-in-one platform built exclusively for real estate professionals. It's not just an app. It's your hub for verified UAE projects, real-time prices and availability, smart booking tools, and ready-to-use marketing content. Simply download Estative from the App Store or Google Play and share them with your clients instantly, directly from the app. For brokers, as a broker, Estative helps you save time, look more professional, and close deals faster. With everything in one place, you never lose an opportunity. For developers, as a developer, Estative connects your projects to over 18,000 verified brokers and 21,500 agencies across the UAE. You get smarter launches, faster sales, and real-time control of your pipeline. Closing. At Estative, we believe real estate success starts with the right connection. And now, with Estative in your pocket, that connection is always at your fingertips. Estative, where real estate connects.
And now to welcome Dr. Salwa Arfaoui. By the way, by chance, today is the UAE Women Day, and Dr. Salwa is none other than the woman of vision herself. She's really well known for empowering the ladies in the real estate market. So welcome, Salwa. So let's start with introducing our guest, Dr. Salwa Arfaoui. Dr. Salwa is an international leader in the real estate market. She has a PhD in real estate leadership, and she's known as a real estate strategist. Salwa have closed deals with over 20 billion dirham in real estate in the local market. So let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Salwa, everybody. Before I start my questions, I would like to ask the audience some questions first. Let's start with our part, which is myth or fact. Now I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I wanna see if people think this is a truth or just a myth about the real estate market. So the first question is, Al Marjan Island properties is only for the UAE nationals. Who think this is a myth? It's a myth. All right. The second question, Al Marjan Island is expected to host one of the largest casinos in the Middle East. Is it true? Are you sure? Who thinks it's true? Let me see the hands, guys. Let me see the interaction. All right, third question. Buying in Al Marjan Island is risky because it will never reach Dubai level. Who think this is true? Who think it's false? Let's see. All right. Al Marjan Island is expected, yeah, we talk about that. It's easier to sell Dubai properties than selling Ras Al Khaimah or Al Marjan Island properties. Who agrees with that? Who think it's easier to sell in Dubai? 50-50? Okay, so let's start with our guest and see her opinion. Salwa, is it easier to sell in Al Marjan Island or in Dubai?
Okay, hi guys, and it's been really a pleasure to be here with you. First of all, happy Women Emirati Day, because today is a day where we celebrate not only Emirati, because we are helping Emirati women to thrive, because we are part of this society. And okay, as a real estate strategist, I want to tell you something. Dubai and Abu Dhabi are very mature markets, and they are really highly demanded. So we are not here to compare markets with another market. But if we think about Ras Al Khaimah, we can see Dubai Marina 15 years back. So that is where Ras Al Khaimah can play a very big role. End of the day, you're looking for your client for the best entry market. So if you want to make that what people make 15 years back, when they enter Dubai market, you can start to sell Ras Al Khaimah. So we are not here to compare. We are here to promising that we are having the same market that Dubai Marina has 15 years back. So Ras Al Khaimah has 3 different points which can take you to make a lot of capital appreciation and return on equity, not only return on investment. How many real estate agents are here? Yes, don't sleep. We are Asians. So be motivated more. So all of you mostly, who are investor here? Okay, Mariana, bravo. Okay, so this is basically for both, because investors need to educate themselves more than the agent themselves. So this is a market where you need to understand the yield, return of investments, and where I'm standing as a real estate agent. Because you as a real estate agent, you need to invest as well. Don't just run behind commission. You can be the investors coming up. So don't waste your money or your commission just to think about a fancy bags, fancy things, which doesn't make you really rich. What makes you rich is your investments. That assets, which is tangible asset, makes cash flow. That's why you can start with Ras Al Khaimah if you want to be the next 5 years entrepreneur.
Salwa, I have a question that had been asked for us in the comments and from many people after the previous episode with Dr. Nuruddin Suruji, that a lot of people think that Al Marjan Island properties is only for the end user, not for the investor who want to rent his apartment. So what's your view on that?
Actually, I'm thinking the opposite. End of the day, Marjan Island is part of Ras Al Khaimah. You need to understand what is Marjan Island itself and what is Ras Al Khaimah itself. There is Mina Al Arab, there is Marjan Island, and there's Al Hamra. So it's not only Marjan Island. Ras Al Khaimah is more bigger. The project is more bigger. And if you think WYN Resort invest 3.9 billion in Ras Al Khaimah, one of the biggest investments in Middle East. If WYN Resort trusts Ras Al Khaimah, don't you? You understand? So it's not for me. That's why I'm asking you not to compare Ras Al Khaimah with Dubai, because Dubai, what Dubai is offering is lifestyle, communities, schools, amenities. It's not only for life staycations or tourism. But Ras Al Khaimah nowadays, it offers this. So for me, Ras Al Khaimah is more a touristic investment than a residential for an end user. But if you think about the government community sustainability master plan 2030, Ras Al Khaimah, they are planning to do a master plan. Hospitals, communities, lifestyle, residential, it will turn to be an end user destination. Actually, it's a tourism destination right now. So if you want to make a very good yield, very good return on equity in terms of holiday home or normal rentals for a staycation, don't as well relate your investment only to WN Resort, because we are in an Arab country. We have an international investors, and we have 3 categories. So international investors looks for waterfront property with low price. Local, like GCC, they're looking for a second home destination. And for us, as a UAE resident, we're looking for a staycation. As an investments, I advise clients to go as an entry point to Ras Al Khaimah, because Ras Al Khaimah have a future sustainable master plan. I guess it will happen, because you see Imar, Al Dar, big names, Damak. I can say there's a new developers coming up. Many developers are developing Mag, Illington, so many, even from Russia. Yes, they are developing in Ras Al Khaimah.
Thank you so much, Salwa. So one more question is about the short-term rental and the waterfront properties in Al Marjan Island and Ras Al Khaimah. So most of the units are, or a lot of people are interested in short-term rental properties, waterfront properties in Al Marjan Island. Will that make an and float the market with this type of properties that will be oversold or there will be extra inventory?
Holiday home or short-term rentals already is over demanding, over high. In Dubai, it's overperforming. It's amazing. In Dubai, most of the luxurious locations, they turn their property into holiday home. And if you know now, after launching Jabal Ali Islands, because it's natural, it's not like Palm Jabal Ali, most of the villa in Palm Jabal Ali, Palm Jumeirah, it's holiday home. It's not livable because end of the day, after the flood, people start having issues, so they are trying to put their villas into holiday home. Can you imagine in a waterfront natural islands like Ras Al Khaimah, how this can make a big income? Nowadays, most of the units are into holiday home. And I believe if the infrastructure goes well and it have more community lifestyle, I think it will turn more not only on holiday home, it will be a lifestyle residential place where people can buy a house and they rent it or they can live in it for long term. Till today, it's still balanced in the UAE, especially Dubai, and now Ras Al Khaimah is going on the green line as the new destination to make the market in the UAE more balanced. And if you heard about the Disney in Abu Dhabi, so can you imagine how many people still will come? Of course, we all have that intonation, oh my God, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of new coming up project will be delivered from where we will get the people. Keep always in mind that the person who's in rent today, he will think to buy a property. As a resident for 10 years, 5 years, he will think, I will take a mortgage and I'll buy a property. The other one who's just making little money, you're an Asian, you'll make 100 million dirham. Oh my God, what you will think to do, you will invest your property, not to spend it in triple Maldives. Don't do that. Okay?
All right, Salwa, one more question. If you are pitching Ras Al Khaimah properties, waterfront properties in Al Marjan to an investor, what are the top 3 arguments, top 3 selling points that you are going to say?
Okay, as I told you, first is the entry price. The entry price to Ras Al Khaimah is lower than Dubai. The capital appreciation, number 2, what you're looking for. You're looking for a good capital appreciation. And if you are a real estate agent, I advise you, never ever advise your client to buy property and dream to flip it on handover. This is not true. And if you hear someone, even your manager, teach you this, this is wrong. You can't make any capital appreciation on the time of handover because the price of selling, what the developer is selling you now, that is the price of the handover delivery time. So you will never ever make good capital appreciation or premium on flipping the property on the. So you need to keep the property a couple of years, then you can sell the property with a good premium. You will never ever make capital appreciation on this. So for me, if you would think about Ras Al Khaimah, it's a good entry market. And if you think about Dubai Marina, entry price back on time and how much the price increased, this is why you can sell it. And it's a waterfront. Can you imagine how expensive waterfront properties? So this is a waterfront and everyone looks for waterfront. Who doesn't love to be on the sea? Especially in Ras Al Khaimah, the weather is less humid, it's less cooler than Dubai. And by time, end of the day, if you check now the tourism, like the Department of Tourism in Ras Al Khaimah, check how many tourists, they're coming every single day. They're spending 2 weeks. I'm not talking about 1 week, 2 weeks, especially Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbek, those nationalities, why they're not buying in Dubai, even though we know that Russians are having most of the waterfront, because Ras Al Khaimah is peace. People look for peace. End of the day, when you're thinking about your client, put yourself in his shoe. Think as an investor, what is the point? Don't just think about the commission the developer offers. Because end of the day, if one client gives you the key of trust, you will have lots and lots of deals. So don't chase only commission. Think about this. Ras Al Khaimah is a destination. And the last one is the WN resort. I never ever stick to WN because when I sold Dubai South back on time, I never ever gave them the Expo as a reason to buy. I never ever, because Expo is a temporary location. So if I will sell Dubai South, I'm selling the community itself. This is why you have to sell Ras Al Khaimah and Marjan Island or Mina Al Arab, whatever locations. WN Resort as well, not for everybody. If you think about the religious people, they won't buy. So you're selling them 3 things. don't ever mention the WN resort. You can mention it as an investment base. If someone invests 3.9, mean he needs to fulfill all the promises he gave to the operator. And investors who operate 3.9 billion investments, it's not a casino only, it's a hotel, it's a big, big, big entertainer, and in Las Vegas. And if you, who knows Macau? When WN Resort came to Macau, make a study. Whoever go back to their office, make a study Macau before and Macau after, and you can understand the game for Ras Al Khaimah.
You know, it's very, very, very interesting. If you open the social media and look about the advertisement about Al Marjan Island, you will see many, 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 many people speaking about the casino, the casino, the casino. Over you come speak to an expert like Dr. Salwa, or in our previous episode, Dr. Nuruddin Suruji, and you will see that the casino, while it's good, it's positive for the island, however, it's the last selling point that they are going to use. And this podcast is very amazing because you guys get to hear directly from the experts, from the people who's actually selling in the market, actually changing the market, and making a big movement, big changes. So right now I'm gonna open the floor for you guys. If anybody have any questions, they need to ask Dr. Salwa immediately, you can ask.
In real estate since 20 years back in Egypt and 5 years here in Dubai.
MashaAllah.
So I'm very wide international. I'm asking about what is the difference between this application and real estate. Real estate, its application, they released last year, and it has a very good option.
I think this question is not for Salwa. This question must be for someone from Estative. All right.
Yes, I will tell you one thing. Estative network, if you can understand from the name itself, it's where it connects, it network agents and developers, and so client. This is a B2B. It's not client's involvement. So this application, agents and developers should have it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can directly, if your property, for example, you are XY agency and you're registered with Estative, and all the developments which is already shown in Estative networks, if you are access to it, you can directly use it to send it to your client. You can even close the deal over the platform. Means the client can log in and you send him the unit, he book it. That unit which he book it, it's going directly to your network base. Means there's no, he will not, it's not to developer. If you are an agent, send the units directly from the platforms to your clients. It's fine. Immediately you can book that unit and you'll get the commission. It will be registered under your agency. It's more easy, it's more smart, and we are trying to push more and more developers to be on the platform, so it will give access more to agents to use it, because we are having now multiple developers. We're trying more and more to take the developer into it, because end of the day it's not paid, like they won't spend money. It's not marketing platform, it's a smart automated where it's a B2B. It helps you as an agent. If you are new, you don't have time, for example, you're experienced agents, but you're driving, you're going to a meeting and you drop off a message of a client, and you should not lose your lead. If you got a lead and you say, oh, I will send later, 100 agents at the same time can chase your clients. So timing is very important for you as an agent. Time is gold for us as an agent. So if you got a lead now and a lead asking you for a specific unit, don't tell your client, I will check and let you know. He won't come back to you. This is one of the answers, is a cliche answer. Never ever tell your client, let me check and call you back. Never ever. So you have to be confident and you have to be prepared before you call your clients. If you got a lead, that's why the platform is important. You already know what your client particularly wants. So okay, just 1 minute, you go to the platform, you share the unit. Everything, he will get it in one sheet. You don't need to keep sending. So if he asks you, what is the price? Say, sir, please, can you go back to the sheet and let me know exactly? Don't send 5 options. 2 options is more than enough. Don't confuse your clients, because mostly clients are looking for objections. Clients love to say, oh no, it's expensive. No, I don't. They love this. So if you are in that position, even you are new, if the client's telling you when, I will let you know, sir, please tell me when, because I don't have time. My schedule is really full. And never ever show your client that you are 100% available all the time. If the client call you, don't pick immediately. You recall him after 20 minutes. Hi, I'm sorry, I was busy. I just got time now to call you. So he knows you are that agent who doesn't have, thank you, I'm at your service. This is a cliche, don't do that. If you want to make money, be that agent who's confident, because what makes you different from another agent? Your expertise, your knowledge. And no one will take your deal if it's yours. Be updated to the market, the law, the regulations. Ras Al Khaimah law is different from Dubai. Even the fees, the admin fees, the timing, the close of the sales purchase agreement. I was having some debates recently with one developer about the SPA because there are so many different SPAs, not like Dubai, most of the SPAs are similar. So you need to be in that page where you know most of the information. You are the source of the information for your clients. That's why sometimes it's very important for you to understand this platform, another platform, another. So you have to be updated at least about what's going on in the market. If the client asks you, you say, oh, sorry, I didn't. You are an agent, you are a consultant. Your role is to consult your clients. We're not salespeople. We're not selling buy one, get one free. We're selling properties, legacies, dreams, because every dream in Dubai or in the world have property behind it. If it's a work, that's a location, that's a property. If it's a home, that's a property. If you're looking for your business, you need a space. That space is a retail is a property. So every dream's in the world related to a property. So think twice and think always to invest. Don't come here just to sell property, buy your investments too.
If anyone wants to learn more about Estative, how they are going to work, how they perform as a platform, after our podcast, you are welcome to join their office. Their team will escort you, they will give you the training, show you how to get on board on the Estative network.
Hi. My name is Mira. I've been in real estate for 2 years, but as I teach you in the AMU, sometimes I give up, you know? You go like ABC, then trying to deal with clients, he changes his mind, or we are 1,000 agents of everybody have different opinion to tell the client. I don't want to lie to the client. I will say the truth. How you become successful. I want to know as a woman. I want to know how you don't give up with the family case.
Okay, this is very good questions and it's challenging. Okay, Samira, I will tell you something. When I started 2012, my real estate journey, it was not as heaven as you have it now. You have inventory, you have access to all the units, you have access to smart applications, CRMs. When I started, there was only Dubizel, and you have to walk building by building to get units, and the security was the most important persons in the life. I learned to understand Urdu, Hindi, Irani languages just to chit-chat with that security so he can give me units. I used to walk, I used to do viewings by metro, because that time when I started was male-dominated industry, and mostly girls are not welcomed much, especially as Arab. Mostly there was Indian and Pakistani, they were colonizing the market. So for me to struggle, that I just put in my mind that I don't want to be a normal agent. Of course, I got so many rejections. I'm calling, there was no really much cold calling, because usually the embassies are there. You call, he pick your call, and he will tell you, yes, this is the unit. The challenging point that time is to know how to, because the first rental deal I've done it was in JVC. JVC was only one building, which is Emirates Garden 1 and 2. Who knows these two buildings? Yes, Emirates Garden, there's two buildings. And when I took my clients, his name is Maher, he's Syrian. I remember very well. Then he said, one bedroom was 57,000 rent. I told him, you're gonna rent here? I was very honest, I was new, I was 22 years, so you know my age now. So I told him, this is desert, you gonna rent here? And he was laughing, you're new? I said, yes. He said, yeah, I want this unit. No, please, it's very far, it's nobody here, there's no supermarket. I'm convincing him not to, and he rented. Can you imagine that honesty, which I laugh off now, Most of the new agents now, if you talk to them, I know, and they're acting as if they know everything. I learn things, of course, you need to learn, because rejection, failure is part of your journey. It's not the opposite of success. Success is when you keep trying, you keep thriving, and if you heard no, that will make you better tomorrow. For me, the no who teach me resilience, and you need just to think what I want. Define your goal as an agent. There are so many agents, and learn and update yourself about the technology and the digital life. Here we are talking about AI. AI is here to stay. And there are lots of revolution in real estate through AI. And if you don't want to be like given away or forgotten on the side, learn how to use artificial intelligence in real estate. There is something called Agent AI now. He's the one who replies a message instead of you, pick the call instead of you. There is WhatsApp AI who reply your message, talk to your clients instead of you. Of course, it should be optimized with data which you give it. So you need to be updated. Of course, you're gonna fail. You will have lots of challenges, but if you love this field, you will continue on it.
Hello everyone, my name is Marjan Island. I'm a wealth management investment advisor working here at the DIFC. My question, and I'm also in addition investing from time to time some real estate, and finding it almost a bit overwhelming by selecting a trustworthy agency or agent. And in addition to that, I'm from Switzerland, and Swiss people, they tend to be a bit naive and they take things for granted. And also to understand what are my rights as an investor or buyer, because sometimes you hear three different things from three different agents. And yeah, to get a kind of a proper overview for me as an investor or buyer is quite difficult. And now especially when you're saying Ras Al Khaimah is the next place to be, or investment with the biggest profit. So how can I basically find a trustworthy agent and also find out on an easy way what are my rights as an investor? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mariana, and thank you for being here. See, Mariana, as I told you, as an investor, first educate yourself. Even though you cannot think blindly to deal with any agent. First, if you're thinking about any project in Dubai or in Ras Al Khaimah, check escrow account. If the project is registered legally with escrow account, first you'll have to be released. Developer track record is important, but nowadays with a lot of multiple new developers who are entering Ras Al Khaimah, not because they are scared or they are not a very good developer, but because they are thinking about the future capital appreciation they can make, so they want to make the same reputation previous developer have done in Dubai Marina. So they want to start in the early, so they can develop more and more, and they can be part of the master plan of Ras Al Khaimah. There are so many developers from different countries. They are like developing in Ras Al Khaimah. You have to read, don't pay any single dirham before reading what is promising, what you will get, everything. Because very important for you to know and to be aware. Agents, for sure, you need to check. Forget about social media. Social media is so fake. Not everything you see social media is true. Of course, sometimes reputation, you can get it from some informations, but social media for me, it doesn't really give you what you're looking for, because behind that camera, you never know how many replays and recharge that happens. So what's going on in Ras Al Khaimah nowadays makes everyone thinking to invest. And for you as a new investors, you have to think. What, as I told her, it's the same. For investment, you need to define your goal. I'm looking for a property which I will live in 5 years. I'm looking for a property which I look for a cash flow now for a return of investment. So I want a property to work for me. I will relax and I'm getting an income. Or I'm looking to start my portfolio as an investor. Agents, yes, if he's an agent, he's registered, he have broker card, he's legal, he have experience, he have knowledge. So this is, you have to try many agents. I don't want you to trust one agent and you close your eyes. Try until you find the one who your heart tells you this is a credible agent. Look for it and you can tell. Because agents nowadays, they are not really like before. There are so many good agents nowadays. You can tell that this agent is good, he is not chasing commission only, and he's good to me. But you need first to educate yourself. If you have informations, you have shortened your path to the investments. You will just take to confirm the information you have from your agents, whether broker agents or developer agents. And I advise you, many people tell me, why should I buy through agency, not directly from developer? I will tell you, I think some developer agents are here and they know this is true and they're trying to say, no, this is not true. Most of the developer agents will try to make the best what they're selling. What gives you the other agent in real estate, he can give you options, what fits your needs exactly, what you're looking for. But developer agent, he has to sell, he has a target to sell only his projects. So you will not find him giving you another option to a competitor developers. So that's why many people ask me why I buy through agency, not through real estate agent. Real estate agent doesn't take your commission, developer pay his commission, and it will not affect the price is same. So why you should choose a real estate agent? Because if you have good experience, he can give you the right property, even he took you to different properties through different developers. Developer agent will think only to sell that property which he sells. That's the difference. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we will take another 2 questions before we introduce Mr. Paul, the CEO of Unistate.
This is Mikul here from K-Square Mortgage.
So I do have a very current question. Since we've been hearing in the market that there are collapses, real estate collapse happening in parts of Asia, which I would like to mention, especially as China. Like a couple of weeks ago, it's all over the news. So how do you think the propagation in the market? Would that be in a positive way or a negative way, or how would it going to affect the market? The collapse of the other real estate markets of Asia.
Okay, this is a very positive point. End of the day, Dubai or UAE is a global real estate hub. For sure, we are selling more and more. We are trying to expand more to attract more different clients from different. China is an old client to Dubai, or Ras Al Khaimah or whatever. So we are not talking about something new. This is already, if you heard about Emaar, 2017 has one of the biggest partnership with China, and they have already a big building in Beijing. It's called Emaar China. So there is a lot of collaboration goes with Asia and the UAE since a long time. Of course, nowadays for Ras Al Khaimah, we're talking about developments. We're not talking about collaborations. We're talking about new developers coming up from Asia to develop. In Kazakhstan, Uzbek, I heard 2 developers are coming. Why they choose Ras Al Khaimah? You should understand why by yourself. Why? Because this is a promising community with a big master plan. They think to make more money. Because end of the day, if you're going to a closed location where there are no more appreciation, no more available plots, you won't make that promising appreciation. When you go to new era where there are a lot of promising capital appreciation, like now downtown is finished. You won't find so much clients for downtown, only few end users. But most of the people are diving through Dubai Land, Marjan, Arjan, Forjan, that area, because there is still a promising capital appreciation. That's why we are given Ras Al Khaimah as a fresh example, because it's waterfront. I'm not comparing, but it's waterfront. Can you imagine what waterfront is? A price can turn from 1.4 to 2.6 in 3 years. I hope I answer your questions.
Right, okay, last question.
Hello, hi Salwa, how are you? I have a question from the agent perspective. Like, as you said, that cold calling, WhatsApp campaign, no one is ready to see all the long messages, the broadcast place, no one is interested in that because everyone has got enough time. So, as per your, what's the best way to attract clients? It's social media, it's like we try to keep on calling, and there is a lot of like bundle of work which we do in our daily life. But as per your opinion, what is the best way from the agent point of view?
Okay. So for everyone interested, you should attend my sales coaching class through Innovation Expert Institute. Whoever is interested, you can register with Innovation Institute and attend the class. I will give you free tips. This is a free. In sales, in real estate, approach is the best thing. If you want to position yourself as a real estate agent in social media, you need to work on something called personal branding. If you don't have that personal branding and you position yourself as a trustful agent who are posting content which is interesting for your client, that he will understand that you are a trustful agent, you're doing nothing. You cannot just posting TikToks and Instagram and tips, looks like funny, and you think you will get investors. And keep in mind, social media doesn't really hold so much investors. Only the low tokens, you can find them in social media. Billionaires doesn't have time to chat on Instagram, or they won't invest like this. You can find low tokens and people who can be future investors in social media if you position yourself right. This is one. Second thing, in sales, if you make cold calling and you're doing the cliche, hello, is that a good time to speak? X. No one will pick. For sure, it's not a good time to speak. You're asking an investor who's a busy man, is there time to speak? No, it's not a good time. This is a cliche. Never ever call a client and say, is that a good time to speak? Never. You should be smart to know how you enter the approach, and never ever offer properties on the phone. Ever. Sell yourself. What's your good name again? Hami. I know, I'm just kidding. Hami is from the house. So, for example, Hami, you are calling a client and you know the name, and most of the data which you have name, property, maybe sometimes they sold the property and their name's still there on the data, right? This is what happened. And you're calling, for example, in Mira Oasis. What you have to do, this is free. You call your clients, XY, what's your good name? Mr. Ibrahim. He owns 4-bedroom in Mira Oasis, right? So you call. You will never ever, hi, is that Mr. Ibrahim? Confirming is that means you don't know him. Never ever call and ask, hi Mr. Ibrahim, how are you? This is Hami. I just want to inform you that this is my new number. I just moved to XYZ company. I just want to say hi to you, and it's been a pleasure that I got your number finally. I thought I lost it. So save my number and catch me if you still own, by the way, the Oasis, or you rent it out. So the client, first of all, even he doesn't know you, he will get confused. I guess he knows more about me. I'm sure he knows me. Okay, I'll save your number, because clients love to check information from agent to agent, and they will ask always for the lower price. They want the best thing, the best property, the best price, the lower. Already I had said this in one time, that every agent wants this in lower price. So if you are smart enough, you will never ever call and ask, is that, is that, is not, is that. Good morning, I'm offering you new launch. What is this? This is commercial. Only commercial, they do this. Don't do this. Be an agent who's smart. If you make a cold call, first of all, make a cold call on the property you're really looking for. If you have already clients for any property, call the data that day, because you already have a client, ready clients, so you can call. Never ever call clients and wait to confirm information. Or what you have to do, call the client. You will find so many, I think still in Dubizzle, direct units. Most of the clients give their units to agents, but you still can find direct property from landlords. Call and don't ask for information. Ask about the hidden information. Most of the Dubizzle, you will find the price, the size. What is hidden, you ask the owner about it. Position yourself. Never ever sell. Never. Don't sell on the phone. No one will buy from you on the phone, on spot, nowadays in 2025. Back on time, yes, we used to sell over the phone, because there was launch, queuing over the night. We're standing in the queue. Client will pay the money of the tokens to buy property. But now, not anymore. So you have to be smart. Approach. You can go to many good places. You can find clients, good hotels, good lobbies. This location, the DIFC, mostly it's a business place. Approach clients. Don't feel shy to approach. Introduce yourself. Let everyone knows you are in real estate. Promote yourself indirectly. Wherever you go, talk about real estate. Learn and use ChatGPT. This is a tool very, 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 very helpful. You cannot imagine you can make millions out of using ChatGPT. If you know how to use the right prompt, you can directly go to ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT, I'm Hami. I'm working in real estate for 4 years. I used to specialize in Silicon Oasis and Mirdif, and now I'm turning my passion to Creek Harbor. I think I want to divert new leads and new clients. Can you give me 1, 2, 3, 4? Generate for me, act as a real estate strategist and contractor and generate 1, 2, 3, 4. He will give you a whole strategy which will help you create leads and platform. Use it, guys. And if you want to learn more about it, Innovation Expert Institute offers so many classes about AI, how to use AI in real estate. Guys, you should learn. What will make you step up one more step to another agent is your knowledge and expertise. There are a lot of agents who are stealing or approaching other agents' clients. There is no ethics anymore and morality. But if you want to be in that position, clients knows. Clients knows who's better. But don't make random cold call. First of all, it's not allowed. It's illegal. You get fined from Dubai Land Department 50,000. And if you know how to make it legal, it will be a warm call. So be smart and make it warm call. It's not loud, it's illegal.
Everybody, can we please give a warm thank you to Dr. Salwa? Thank you so much, Salwa. I would like to welcome Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul is the Chief Operation Officer of Estate Developments, and he will also be speaking to us about one of the Estate's projects in Ras Al Khaimah, Marjan Island, and about his views for Ras Al Khaimah. Mr. Paul, thank you so much. Yeah, it's okay, of course.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm right at the end of the whole thing today. Some of the people I know here, and so to those that know me, hello. My name is Paul Middleton. I'm the new Chief Commercial Officer at Estate. So to give you some sense of what we're doing at Estate, you all know Viva. I think you're all very familiar with that product. It's a very exciting product. I've been in the real estate business here for about 20 years. I was the Chief Commercial Officer at Albar for 10 years, and then I was in Saudi Arabia with Ghyada for a number of years. So I'm very familiar with the market, and like you, I'm very excited about what's happening in Marjan Island. So my view, for what it's worth, of Marjan, in terms of what I see, and I've spent a lot of time there now, did a lot of work with RAC properties over the last 2 years, 3 years actually or so. What's true about the value driver in RAC it is the Wynn gaming resort. It is the largest gaming Wynn resort in the world. 70 stories of gaming, the largest gaming floor in the world. It'll have about 1,500 management staff alone. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the Macau numbers, what happened to visitations, real estate values and tourism income when they opened Macau, but the graph looks like that, and it looks like that for years. So obviously Marjan represents a fantastic investment opportunity for people who want to get some upside in capital appreciation. No question about that. Playa Viva is different. It's very different to anything else that's either in Marjan or in Mina. It's different because when the casino opens, and it is on track to complete, I don't know if you know, but Alec is the main contractor, and Alec is probably one of the best contractors in the region. They're on track. So that means that casino will open and begin welcoming guests in Q1 2027. That's around the corner. The only product, new product, designed product, that will be available for investors at that time will be Playa Viva. Nothing else will be open. So you've got 1,033 units in Playa Viva in total. If you haven't seen the show apartment that we're opening a new office in downtown next week. So please, if you want to come and have a look at the model, come and talk to the team, see Aham and the guys at Estative 2. You'll be able to see the finishings of the new product, which I think, in my view, again, are excellent. So that'll give you really great insight into it. We're also going to be arranging over the course of the next 2 or 3 months some visits to Playa Viva as well, so we can take people into the product. We've got some good show product coming there as well. So look, my key message is very simple. I've been in real estate in UAE for a long, long time. I've had a roller coaster ride like many of us have. But the one thing I will tell you is that Marjan is going to be quite an explosive investment. And via Viva will be the only thing on the block when that casino opens. So, good luck to all of you. By the way, if you've got any questions for me about Unistate, I'm very happy to take them if you've got any. If I can answer them even.
We need to know what is the kind of the property you have. You have villa, townhouse.
So for us, we've got, in via Viva, we've got studios, 1s and 2s and 3 beds. Most of the product is studios, so it's a small product, great for investors. And then we've got 1 beds. We've got studios as small as 260 square feet, but most of the product has sea view. So again, when you go to the product, what you'll see is that the views from that product are amazing across the water. Plus, it's very well amenitized. We've got 2 main podiums between the 3 towers. So you get swimming pools, badminton courts, outdoor barbecue areas. It's really nice. I mean, a very well amenitized project. So, yeah, we don't have any townhouses, it's all apartment products.
What is the starting price?
Well, it depends what you're looking at. We have an unusual way, or let me call it a unique way of pricing. We're very interested in bringing the best possible value to an investor, so we work on what's called a 5-year post-handover payment plan. So those allow a customer to put down 40% prior to moving in, and then paying the 60% over 5 years post-occupation. So from an investor's point of view, we think that represents great value, particularly in Viva, because we think there's going to be so much demand for short-term lets. So your returns will be great because you're not paying all the capital up front. You've essentially got a short-term mortgage on it over 5 years post-occupation. So we get as low as $750 for a studio in Viva. So again, at the ticket price level, it's very accessible.
The first question is, what kind of clients are you targeting, regional-wise? Only expatriates here or the region, GCC countries, MENA, or worldwide, and what you are planning to do so? The second question is, are you planning to launch any projects in the first quarter of next year, 2026?
I've got one. Okay. So who are we targeting? That's a really good question. What's becoming apparent from the existing sales that we've done is that most people who are buying from us are not residents. They're buying into the gaming idea, first gaming infrastructure in the whole of the GCC. They understand that, and there are certain markets that find that very, very appealing. So if I was going to talk to the guys to now about what markets we're actually penetrating, we're penetrating Turkey, Israel, Lebanon, parts of Europe. Right, they tend to be our bigger markets. And they are people who are familiar, not familiar with RAC particularly or Marjan, but they're very familiar with the value accretion that comes from this kind of investment. So we still continue to target those people, and as a broker network, if you're a resident in the UAE, it's your choices of real estate are many and varied. But if you're not in the UAE, it's a wonderful story. The whole Ring Gaming Hub is a fantastic story because you just show them the Macau data and it's a no-brainer. And it also means that people can invest in a tax-free, very well-regulated market. So what we're also seeing is that expatriates who are non-residents and who don't enjoy tax-free benefits love the idea of being able to invest here and get tax-free returns. So I think that's part of the reason that we're picking up international customers and why we continue to target them. Okay, second question.
Projects are you going to launch in the first quarter of 2026?
Okay, so for the next 6 to 8 months, we'll be focusing on Viva. We still think there's massive demand for that product, and as we open the new office here with the show front and everything, I think we'll see more and more demand coming for that product. We don't have any plans at the moment to launch anything else in Marjan, but you will see us bringing products to market in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Thank you.
My pleasure. didn't expect the questions and answers, but it's very nice. You're testing me.
Yes, we will get the chance to hear from you directly. They will not touch you already.
Hi, thank you very much for this insightful information. I might miss it, but are these service apartments or just normal?
Yeah, so the apartments will be fully furnished, and we will introduce, and there will be a concierge service, which will enable you to activate the apartment from a property management point of view. So in other words, if you want to let it, re-let it, have dinner there, get a car to take you out, have a pet sitter, have a babysitter. Those services we will offer in the development through a concierge service. So we'll be paid for services, right? Your service charge will pay for all of the amenity, the pool, the leisure amenities, all those sorts of things, the maintenance, security, everything else is paid in your service charge. The concierge services will pay for separately.
And the booking of the rooms?
Yeah, so we'll have a concierge service that allow you to manage the rooms for you as well. We're not fully baked on it, which is kind of being a bit sort of vague. We will have a solution for buyers.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
All right.